How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at The Conjuring, The Lover, issue number 4 of 5. So, this is the penultimate issue, the second to last issue. Hard to believe the series is almost over, but it is a mini-series. It is 4 of only 5 issues, so that makes sense. It just, man, it feels like this blew by so fast. This is, of course, presented by DC Horror. I'm really excited. I always say this, but I'm excited for the line, and I really want to see what else they do. I would love to see them do more tie-in comics. I mean, especially, hey, give us more Conjuring comics. Annabelle probably deserves her own comic, right? And I would love to see more DC horror comics, more tie-ins to movies. And before we get in, let's take a closer look at the cover. It's a really nice looking cover. It's really calm and kind of moody, her with the sun behind her, but then you get down below the lake and you see there's her reflection in the sun again, but when you look below the lake, there's this big creepy monster, so you get that sort of the mirror image there. And overall, I do like this cover. The one complaint, and I don't want to rant on this too long, but it was a little hard to see when I was looking for it in the comic book shop. Like, I knew The Conjuring was supposed to come out this week, and I looked at the books in the section it was supposed to be, and I'm like, hey, where's the Conjuring? And I had to look for a second until I saw this, because, I mean, the title, like, by itself, just showing me this, I'm like, oh, that looks nice how it kind of blends in there. But it's not super eye-catching, so I had to kind of stare at the books for a second to find this on the shelf with all the other titles, So it's cool looking, but at the same time, a little bit hard to see. But I don't want to go into a big rant or anything. Once again, before we start, credit where credit is due. The Conjuring, The Lover, number 4, is once again written by David L. Johnson-McGoldrick and Rex Ogle, with art by Garry Brown. The side story was written by Ray Fawkes with art by Christopher Mitten. And this time the side story is The Sleeping Song, which is that little musical music box, from The Conjuring Part 1. So it's cool to see more of a story to that. Now, all that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the comic. I'm not going to be doing any major spoilers, but I do want to say my piece on a few of the plot points and make sure you guys have a basic understanding as to what the story's about. Now, no major spoilers for Part 4, but I will have to openly talk about 1 through 3, especially how 3 ended. So, spoilers for 1 through 3, and diving right into that, we see the immediate aftermath of the end of Part 3. She literally was confused by the spirit and threw the guy under the bus. So she throws Kyle under the bus, but he's able to get up and get out of the way in time. And, I guess I should be happy that he lives, but at the same time, it was kind of like the cliffhanger from Part 2, where it looks like she's going to kill her roommate, and then at the end, and then at the opening of Part 3, she doesn't, and then at the end of Part 3, looks like she's going to kill Kyle, and then at the opening of Part 4, she doesn't. So it's a little bit of repetition here, and I don't know, am I a weird jerk for wanting him to get hit by the bus? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, he gets out of the way, and of course he's admittedly mad because he doesn't understand the supernatural stuff, and he just got literally thrown under the bus there. So we cut to the aftermath of that, and the principal's like, okay, look, your roommate said that you tried to kill her. Your friend Kyle said you tried to kill him. Now, we don't have any proof of that, or you would be arrested, but it's enough to say, hey, let's not keep you around at this school anymore. So after those two events, she gets kicked out of college. She puts all her stuff in a box and is escorted out by campus security. And of course, you get all these disturbing voices in her head. Some of which are, of course, the witch. Her father comes to take her home, and after seeing how mean in the previous issues her mother could be, it's actually refreshing to see that her father is a supportive parent figure. Now, he doesn't always know what to say, but then again, who does? But you see, he really does love and care for his daughter, and he knows it's a troubling time, and he doesn't really understand what's going on, but he legitimately loves his daughter and wants to do his best. And I really did find that refreshing. You know, so many times you do family dramas and it's all people that hate each other. But the thing is, you know, she fights with her mother, but the father is legitimately trying to help, and I really did like to see that, you know. So the father is trying to pick up her spirits, but of course, even though he's trying to help, the mother is still angry, and the ghost is still there. And, well, not ghost, witch. And you get to see, like, this creepy shot where the shadow starts to form into the witch, and it's looming over her bed. And she's like, no, leave me alone. So it's still there, and you really do get a sense of her suffering, you know. And that is really the thing that's been, you know, really well made with this series overall. Is, you know, especially like those of us who have been to college, you go and you're out on your own, and, you know, you really feel the weight of the world on you. You know, like you hear the parents arguing, and the mom's like, what does she have to be depressed about? She's a teenager, you know, and you kind of feel, you know, so much weight on you, yet, you know, you don't feel like anyone, you know, necessarily understands sometimes, and you really do get a really well fleshed out character, and her dad shows up and says that she should call her best friend, because, you know, she hasn't called her yet, and the dad's like, hey, you really need at least one person to, you know, be there for you and listen to you, and that needs to be her, so you should go and call her. But of course, now this is the part I won't spoil, but if we've seen The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, we know that this is going to end in some horror, and it does not go as she obviously would have hoped, but I'll save that for you guys to read, although if you've seen the movie, you probably know where this is going. Anyway, we get the two ads here in the middle. This is the, hello children, you want to join the Junior Exorcist Club of America, and you basically send in money and get points, and you can get all this cool, you know, Conjuring type stuff. We also get the code ring word. For those of you guys who don't know, The Conjuring the Lover issue 1 had a fake ad for a decoder ring, and one of the ads in every subsequent issue has a message for that decoder ring. So issue 2 was listen, 3 was for, and 4 was, it's literally just the word the, kind of a, you know, you get a new issue with the decoder ring word, and the word is just the. But anyway, listen for the, so I'm wondering what this sentence will conclude with when we get to issue 5. A really cool thing there, and I do like this ad. But then we get this other fun ad, and I also really like this ad, the Saturday morning witching hour, and it's like Conjuring-based cartoons, and that is super fun. I love they give it this mascot, Uncle Bones, and he just has really lame bone puns, you know? Kind of like how like the Crypt Keeper would always have puns, but those be good puns. But this guy's just made up, so it's rattle me bones. This is bone-tastic. Just love how there was no effort. It's just say bone a couple times. But anyway, you get bath time with Bathsheba and Tubby from the first movie. And then this is the one I really like. It's the Annabelle and Valak Mysteries, introducing Carlock Holmes. So that I really do like that. Just a ridiculous concept there. And then this next one is the Astonishing Exorcist, like the X-Men, but it's the Exorcist. So that was really fun as well. But we can see from 9:30 and 9:45, that means these shows are only 15 minutes each. Bath Time with Bathsheba gets to be a whole 30 minutes, but the Annabelle and Valak Mysteries are only 15? Ah, man, that's that's not good. More time for the mysteries. But anyway, going into the artifact room story, you see there's this lady, and she is sad and depressed and listening to mysterious music, and it turns out she has the music box from the first Conjuring movie. Now, I'm not sure if this is before or after the Conjuring, like if the artifacts somehow got out of the Warrens' artifact room, or if this was before it got to the house from Conjuring 1. Maybe someone knows who, missed something I didn't, someone who saw something I didn't see. But anyway, she has this music box there, and in the dialogue, it explains that she had a baby that cried all the time, and she would play a song for it because she's a musician, and she would play the song to try to get the baby to stop crying, and the music box plays that song for her. But one day, she opens the music box and looks into the mirror, and the mirror in the music box reveals a story about how the baby died, because they don't know how it died. That actually happens in real life sometimes, where babies die and no one really knows quite why. But anyway, it's the music box tells her the husband was really mad at the baby for always crying, and the husband killed the baby. Now that's going to make her obviously quite upset, and the husband comes home. Now, one thing with this story is it never explains, is this the music box lying to her to wreak mayhem, or is it telling her the truth? Did this really happen? And we don't know, but what's revealed in the music box sends her down this path of revenge here, and it's a cool idea. Like all the other artifact room stories, it's really short. It's over in, 5 pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. So yeah, it's pretty short, so, it's not going to be this big epic mystery, and I would have liked I would have liked a little more explanation at the end, whether that really was what happened. Like, did the husband really kill the baby, or was that just the music box lying? I'm not sure. And I would actually, hey, what do you guys think? If you've read the issue, do you think the music box was lying or telling the truth there? We actually have seen, in the previous issue that the symbol monkey was actually a good supernatural artifact that detected evil. So, yeah, maybe this is another supernatural artifact that will tell you stuff. I don't know, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about that. But anyway, another solid issue. Poor Jess is going through a lot in the main story, and it's good to see her, character continue to be really fully developed. And through this side comic, and it's just supposed to be a side thing, I've gotten more invested in the character from this comic than I really did in the main Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. The guy that gets in trouble in that movie. I of course felt for him. I wanted him to get out of the situation, but even though this is the side comic, I really do feel for Jess a lot more. And again, having seen the movie and knowing that this is going to go down a really dark and bleak path is pretty sad, but I am really invested, and I really do like this story. And we only have one more issue and we know the base of what happens, but we still have a few more pages to go, and I'm wondering what stuff will happen in the end, what big, revelations or, crazy things, how is this all going to complete at the end there. So I am really invested, and I really did like this issue as well. So they're keeping up the good work. And what can I say? This is going to be over in a month, and I really want more Conjuring tie-in comics. Hey, give us a prequel to the Crooked Man. Take some other of your characters. How did the Morgue Man die in Conjuring 3? Maybe do more with that. You put out more Conjuring stuff, or any tie-ins to James Wan movies. Hey, maybe do a Malignant comic. I would definitely, I want to read more, and there's only one more left, but I really did like this. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You're really helping the channel out. I'll put a relevant playlist on the bottom. If you guys want to see more, you can click there and see more. It'll probably be my Conjuring playlist, where you can find reviews for parts 1 through 3 of the series as well. So if you want to see my thoughts on the last issues, that's where those are. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.